last night's game was as impressive as I've ever seen from a Cowboys team in maybe the last 30 years. I want to get your take on it. What did you see last night, and what do you think of the Cowboys now going forward?
Yeah, it was one of the most impressive performances I've seen from the Dallas Cowboys in a long time. And when I say that, I mean a total team performance where special teams was doing their thing. Offense was doing their thing, controlling the ball and doing enough to win the game. And then, of course, defense just totally dominating the New York Giants. You know, back in the day, Coach Landry used to say, you want to make a name for yourself? Have a good game against the New York Giants when you play them up there in the New York area, because the media capital, everybody's going to talk about it. And what's everybody talking about this morning? They're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. They're talking about that defense. And now they're talking about Super Bowl and all this other things. But that's because they did it in the media capital of the world, and they did it to the New York Giants. Really proud of the guys, the way they played.
You mentioned that a lot of the people talking on the talk shows this morning and all over the place, all over the internet, have said now that the Cowboys are potentially maybe the best team in the NFL, and they are potentially maybe the favorites for the Super Bowl now. Do you feel that way now, or are you still kind of taking it one game at a time?
You know, I'm a Cowboy, so I'm thinking Super Bowl every year. But at the same time, I'm very realistic as a former player, okay? You know, it's a long way to go. I'm just looking at this game as a stepping stone to what this team could possibly accomplish. If they stay on track, stay clear with injuries and things of that nature, the defense continues to improve, the offense continues to improve, you know, the sky could be the limit for this football team. But at the same time, we're in the NFC East, okay? It's not the NFC least anymore. It's the NFC beast, like it was back in the day when I was playing. You know, Philly got better. You know what they did last year. And, of course, the Commodores or Commanders, I call them a commandant. I don't know what they you know, I'm looking for Lionel Richie to start at quarterback next week. But anyway, and then, of course, you know, the Giants are supposed to be improved. So the East is going to be tough. So let's worry about one game at a time and not get too far ahead of ourselves. Relish this victory. But now let's put it behind us and start thinking about what we got to do next to beat the other New York team, the Jets. So Jets, 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 Jets.
So if you were in this locker room and you were on this team, your message to them would be, yes, sweet win, but hey, there's still a lot of football left to be played.
Yeah, and of course, enjoy this victory. They played their butts off. I mean, they brought it. They did not give the Giants any chance to even think about a comeback or think about trying to pull this game out. So they dominated from the start to the finish. And that should give them, again, a lot of confidence. But at the same time, it's one game in a long season. So don't get too full of yourself. Continue the preparation, continue to work hard, and get ready to play these New York Jets, you know, and they're coming to town. And it's going to be a circus here, you know, because, you know, they bring the circus, Hard Knocks and all that. They're coming to see us, but we're going to send them home hard knocked out. Hood.